How you doing, folks? This is Mike, and I'm here for a midweek chat, being brought to you at the end of the week. Sorry, I'm doing the best I can here, folks. Anyway, I'll just get right to it. There are three topics, and the first one is, what is the most amount of money we would pay for a DVD or Blu-ray or a movie ticket? All right, so I'll do the DVD Blu-ray thing first. Blu-rays I really don't buy. Let me put it this way. It depends on what it is and how badly I want it, and if I'm willing to wait for a sale or something like that. A couple of days ago, I walked into Barnes & Noble because I wanted to check and see if a movie that I knew was coming out on the Criterion Collection had arrived yet. So I walked in, went right to the Criterion corner, and I found it. And I just picked it up like that. I mean, it didn't even occur to me not to buy it. I looked at the price. I didn't care. It was $30, and I knew that I wanted it, and I wasn't going to wait around for it to be on sale or anything like that. So I bought it. And the film is Love Streams, directed by John Cassavetes. Came out in 1984. Cassavetes stars in it along with his wife, Jenna Rollins, and Seymour Cassel. And I've talked about this before. I've been waiting for this movie to come out on DVD for a long, long time, and I was not going to wait any longer. It's got great extra features on it, and I just love the movie. It's a 2-disc set. So I paid $30, and I'm very happy to have it. Some things I will buy right away. Price does not matter. Now, other things I will kind of obsess over for years and not buy it because I'm waiting for them to come down, in price and be cheaper. Here's a case in point. The Thin Man collection, which I just bought a few weeks ago. I've been stalking this for years. It's been available for a long time. I can't remember what the full price is. It's something like $47 or something, because it's a big package. It has 6 films on it, and I've always wanted to have it, but I just couldn't bring myself to spend that kind of money. So I kept waiting for the price to come down. Sometimes it would come down to something like somewhere in the 30s, and I just kept, okay, it'll get cheaper someday. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I walked into my my used DVD store. What is it called? What is it called? CD Exchange, DVD Exchange, something like that. I already forgot the name of the stupid place. But anyway, disc replay. That's it. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I walked in and I saw it. I mean, it was only $12 and some change, and I said, I got it. I'm not gonna find it any cheaper than that. And it's used, and it's in wonderful shape. And DVDs usually play very well when they're used. I have no problem with them. So yeah, it all depends on what it is. Some things I will just buy right away, and I don't care how expensive they are. It depends on how long I've been, drooling over them. So yeah. But yeah, I tend to be a real cheapskate about a lot of things, and there are so many, classic movie box sets that I would have just piled up on the shelves if I were willing to spend what they want for them, but I keep waiting for them to come down. And so hopefully I'll be able to find a lot of bargains like this. I wouldn't count on it. Movie tickets. Well, I guess I'm lucky because I have reached senior citizenhood now, so I get the senior discount at most places. And at the Art Theater here in Champaign, that means I pay $6 to get into a movie, and that's fine. It's no problem. I haven't been to my local multiplex lately, so I don't know what they're charging, but I think it's probably about $10, $8.50, something like that. I don't know what the senior discount is. It might be it's probably about $8. But I don't know. Families, I don't know how you do it. James, you told that story about trying to get you and your family of 3 other people in to see a dinner and a movie, and that oh man, you got to be kidding me. That's outrageous. I really understand why more and more people are staying home and watching movies in their living room rather than going out. It's just absolutely insane. And I kind of bring it all back to the budgets that people are putting on movies. They have to find some way to get those costs back, and maybe that's out of left field. But yeah, I don't know how much I would pay for a movie ticket. I think $10 would be my limit. Then I've never done the IMAX thing, and I've never done the 3D, so I don't know how much it costs. I'm totally out of touch. All right, that's enough of that. Second topic is about animated films. How do we feel about them? And I'm going to have to skip this one because I don't watch or collect the animated films that come out in this day and age. The only animated film that I've seen was one that came out from Disney several years ago, and it was The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I went with a bunch of other people. I just kind of tagged along, and I did enjoy it. It was wonderful. I really did like it, but it's not something that I want to collect, you know, and start having a big stack of Disney films and all that. I'm afraid it's just not something I'm into. I used to watch the ones when I was a kid, you know, things like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and Fantasia, all those 101 Dalmatians. I watched all those when I was a kid, and I would probably watch those again. But I don't know. I just don't really care about animation. And maybe it's something that I will open up to later on. I mean, it's possible. You can always teach an old dog new tricks, can't you? Well, maybe not. Okay, third topic is how do we get information about new movies and things we want to see, and where do we get ideas? And I agree with everybody else that I listen to a lot of what people say on YouTube, my YouTube friends, and people who do reviews of films, and get a lot of ideas about things I want to check out and get more information about. And I've been turned on to Asian horror films by my friend Dave Koenig, and that's been kind of a cool addition to my collecting life. I get a lot of information from my local newspaper. You know, I showed you how retro I am. I still read the newspaper, and every Thursday night there is a special entertainment section, and there's a local, I'm pretty sure he's local, film critic, film reviewer named Chuck Kaplinski, who's a very good writer, and I don't always agree with what he says, but I read his reviews, and I get a lot of ideas from him about things that I might want to go to see. I get information from people at work. I actually sit at lunchtime, and a little group of us, we all ages, we talk about movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And I get a lot of ideas from people and I hope I give them some ideas too about things that they might want to see. And a couple of weeks ago, one of my friends was raving about a science fiction film that came out a few years ago that I had never heard of. It's called The Fourth Kind. It's supposed to be something about alien abductions. I had never heard of it. So when he told me about it, I went home and looked it up on Wikipedia or someplace, and I got some information. It sounded kind of interesting. He kept talking up this film. He just would not let it go. And he finally said, well, Mike, if I buy a copy of this film, would you borrow it and watch it? I said, sure, no problem. So he did. He sent away for this film. And he doesn't collect a lot of movies, but he actually sent away for this one. And he loaned it to me as soon as he got it. And I have to admit, I really, really liked it. So that was, that was something that I was kind of, somebody handed me a gift, you know, things like that. Things like that happen once in a while. There's another guy I work with that just, every once in a while, he will just walk up to me and hand me a DVD in a little plastic bag and say, here, watch this. Bring it back a couple of days. Okay, fine, without even knowing what the hell it is. And 9 times out of 10, I really like what he's given me. That's when I discovered the movie The Red Violin, which became one of my favorite films. So, okay, I get it from all over the place. And I love listening to all of you guys. I love listening to what you have to say. And I guess that's it for midweek chat. End of week chat, sorry. I'm still working on my 20 black and white film video, which I'm trying to get everything in place for that. So, okay, thanks for watching. See you later.